What's the deal, my people? Teflon to build on another San Diego Comic-Con 2019 Marvel MCU video, and this one is Thor Part 4. And I always thought that they were going to do another Thor movie. I know a lot of people said they weren't, but I always thought they had to, because the first two Thor movies were garbage, right? They did not work, but they really found their groove in Thor Ragnarok. And now we have the official announcement that there will be another Thor movie, and the title is Thor, Love and Thunder. Now this title looks a little like He-Man to me. When I look at the way they set it up, it looks like a He-Man graphic. Maybe it'll be like a He-Man type movie, who knows? But that is not the biggest news that came out of this. No, the biggest news is that Natalie Portman will come back, and also she will be the new Female Thor. Now, I never thought that Natalie Portman would ever, and I mean ever, come back to the MCU to play Jane Foster, but we know now that she is, and we know that she's going to be Female Thor because if you watch the last Avengers movie, you know that there are two hammers floating around. Now, I know a lot of people wanted Beta Ray Bill to get involved and take one hammer and Thor go back to his original, and they may do that later on down the line, but we can see clearly here now the reason why they had the two hammers is that she is going to get one of them. And I think it's a very strong character and a very important character for the MCU. And if you do not read the comic books, then this is the reason why I feel that way. Now, Jane Foster has cancer. In fact, she has life-threatening cancer. And every time she grabs the hammer and turns to Thor, so the hammer is what gives her the ability to become Thor. The power of Thor is inside the hammer. And when she becomes Thor by grabbing the hammer, all of the cancer work, all the chemotherapy that she did goes right away. Because when she's Thor, she has no cancer, it burns right away. But every time she turns back, she gets a little bit sicker. So she's basically giving up her mortal life, sacrificing her mortal life to wield godlike power in order to help others. So that is why I think is a very important character, and I think it sets up an all-female Avengers eventually down the line. Not in this phase, because phase 4 this time only going to last 2 years. They're doing a lot of movies in these 2 years, but it's only 2 years. So we could see a female Avengers, because we know that Valkyrie's also casted later on down the road, which is something I look forward to, and I really hope that they pull that off. Now, the question I truly have to ask about this is, can Natalie Portman pull off this role? I know she has the acting chops to do that, but can she do the physical things that are required to pull off this role? Will you believe that she is as strong as she is supposed to be? Now, we've seen Gal Gadot do Wonder Woman, and she's a very small woman, and we've seen Brie Larson play Captain Marvel, and that is convincing too. But I personally would like to see maybe a little bit more muscular woman come along and play some of these roles. I ain't saying you gotta look like China looked or a bodybuilder type woman, but maybe like someone who's like a CrossFit type woman, a more athletic woman. You know, I would like to see that than just a straight actress. I think it's a little bit more believable when you see someone with that type of body frame. You know, maybe like an MMA fighter or someone like that who has a little bit more physicality. You know what I mean? Like a modern day Linda Hamilton when she played the original Terminator movie and she was Sarah Connor. You seen how jacked up she was. You believe that she could really hurt somebody. You believe that she could really put it on you, whether you're a man or a woman. And I know that superheroes, you're supposed to have superpowers, so it really doesn't matter about your build, but we know in the comic books, all these characters do have like a muscular frame. But you let me know in the comment section, do you like Natalie Portman coming back to portray this role? Do you think that she's going to do a good job? Would you rather see a more physically fit person play this role? Or would you rather see more physically fit women in the MCU in general? Let me know. And as always, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, click that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. And as always, peace and stay sexy.